Hey guys, this is David from Team Collection. I'm at James' house with James. I'm gonna do a Heraldic Beast discussion. First, I'm gonna do a shout out to Team Kaiba Corp and Jose, because he's the one who got me into the deck basically. So shout out to them. So I'm basically just gonna go over the do's and don'ts, what you should run, what you shouldn't run in the deck, because the deck is really good. It's surprisingly good. It's a little slow in setup, but that's fine. So I'm going to move the camera down so I can show you pretty much what is needed and what's not needed and the cards that you don't run that I know about. So I'm going to do this. So with this. Alright. So the main engine really is Leo. Aberconway, this is the engine, and also Twin-Headed Eagle. And what Twin-Headed Eagle does is that you banish it from your graveyard, and you target an XYZ monster on your side of the field that doesn't have Exceed material, and you basically take 2 Heraldic Beast monsters from your graveyard and attach it to that monster. It could be anything, literally, which is the best part about it. So you run that. That's the engine 2. Aberconway, he's like your salvage of the deck. You banish another one of him to get any Heraldic Beast monster from your graveyard to your hand. Leo is the MVP searcher and beater of the deck. When he's normal summoned, the turn it was normal summoned, it destroys itself at end phase, and when it's sent to the grave, you get to search for any Heraldic Beast monster except Leo. Now, I'm gonna make this really good. Like this needs to be ran at 3. Same thing with Aberconway, and then Twin-Headed Eagle at 2, because you don't need 3 of that. This card, when it's sent to the grave, period, from hand, deck, or field, or detaches a material, or uses a synchro summon, it never misses timing. It is so good. So you have to run 3. I'm going to make that clear again in my deck profile when I do get all the stuff for it. So I'm going to do it. Also, thank you, James, for reminding me of that. Yep. This card makes Lad cry. The reason this card makes Lad cry is because this card tries to resolve at end phase, right? Lad's going to negate it. It's going to keep resolving during the end phase. So it keeps going end phase, it's going to resolve. Lad negates, it's going to resolve. Lad negates, it's going to keep going just like Light's Horns, because it's a mandatory effect, which is ridiculous. So E-Dragons, because of this, is a pretty decent matchup. So yeah. So I'm like, when I get to the deck profile, like in a week or 2, I'm definitely going to make this clear again and explain it all over again. So yeah. Next, Basilisk. People don't like this card. I don't understand why. This card is so good. You need to run this at 3 because it's spot removal. I mean, after damage calculation, this card pops anything it battles with. It's sort of ridiculous. So yeah. Your main summoning engine is this. Now, you can run Thrasher, Tin Goldfish, anything that basically just summons itself that special summons itself where you can summon again, or special summons like Monk and Goldberg and Tin Goldfish. You can run any of those, really. So those are just tech choices. So these are tech choices. But you need to run at least 2 of each. You need to run 2 and 2 of each of them to make the deck, I think, decent. You can run 3 Goblinberg just to make up if you don't like Monk, or you can run, 2 Thrasher and a Goblinberg. You can run you can just any combination of them. So yeah. Next, Dust Knight. This sends when this card flips, it sends any Earth monster from your deck to your grave. So, of course you send Leo. So this makes this deck fast. Next, I'm going to talk about the monsters you shouldn't run. I see people run triple and double Edel. Heraldic Beast Edel is a card where when you control 2 or more face-up Heraldic Beast monsters, you special summon it from your hand. That's horrible. I'm sorry, but that's too much of a condition to meet in this deck, because you want to immediately exceed with this deck. So pretend you have, a Leo, and you have Heraldic. Yeah, you can go do like that. You like a Heraldic Born and a Leo and blah blah blah. But really, that's stupid. Edel is a waste of time. It really is. Falcon. I'm not gonna get into Falcon because Falcon's horrible. That's just I don't really know what it does. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be saying that. I don't know what it does, but I don't like it. It's horrible. If you do run it at 1.
But the support cards.
Unicorn is another one. I can see why people use that, because it recycles your genome. So I can see that being ran at 1. But really, if I go back, you should really be doing 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and then, you know, 2 twin-headed eagle. And then maybe unicorn, maybe even 1 Eagle. I just don't like Eagle. Support cards. Foolish Burial, sends your Leto Grave. Really good card. Heraldi, and the Heraldi Reborn cards, you need to run 3 of each. Other spell cards that are really good. Dark World Dealings is another card. Another good card you can tech because it piles up your graveyard. Hand Destruction is a really good card because you can just ditch your Leos and then get a search. It's really good. Just draw 2, basically plus nothing, and if you ditch a Leo, it's a +1. You can run Card Destruction too, which you know what that does, it dishes your whole hand. I've seen people tech in Morphing Jar too, which is another support card. No, it's not a trap, but Morphing Jar I've seen people do too. So Dark World Dealings is a really good, is an okay tech. I wouldn't run it just because of Dark Worlds. Hand Destruction, Card Destruction, Morphing Jar are also ways to set up your grave, because this deck really, because of these cards, this deck really depends on you having a full grave of just heraldic monsters. So, yeah, you want to set up that thing quick. So, I've seen people actually... No, another good engine, too, is a Lightsworn engine. If you run, like, triple recharge and, like, 3 Raikou, 3 Lila, I've seen people do that, and then it's kind of insane. It works. It really does. So, yeah. Next, and then trap cards, you know, Call of the Haunted. No one runs this card in this deck. I don't get it. This card has so much synergy with Leo. It's kind of scary.
Heavy Storm, Chain Call.
I know. Yeah, thank you, James. Heavy Storm, Chain Call, Leo dies. You get a search. MST.
Dust Tornado.
Dust Tornado. It kills it. Like, Leo, you just get a free search off of Leo. And plus, this card's really good, because if they're, like, overextending with, with an Alias or something, or a 1900 beater, you can just go, Call the Haunted. Replay happens, and then you just summon a Leo. It's 2,000 attack. Come on. So, I think you should be
running
running
this.
this.
It'll just stay on the field, so it doesn't make itself that turn.
And it stays on the field. That's the discussion. I'm gonna get to the deck profile here in a week or two. And also a box of Hidden Arsenal 7 opening too, so look forward to that. So that's it.